Hello everyone. I haven't really thought of what I, want to say. Many things on my mind. So I'm just gonna, and I'm gonna keep it short. And because I'm gonna do some things here today, now that I have to come to work, and hopefully, I can still gather my thoughts and be able to make a focused discussion, a focused video on, certain things that I want to speak on. And so I'm just gonna, say whatever, however, because there's so much. My boldness to speak, and others, the boldness to speak comes through knowing. I didn't speak when I did not know, and I still do not speak of the things that I do not fully understand. I might touch on them, but I will tell you I don't fully understand. And it is only, and the boldness of speech comes from knowing and from the work. When you know, when you come to understand through the process, it's what's been done in you. It's being able to see. And I see what those who have not had that work done in them, they do not see. And because of what I see and the good that I see, that is why I speak boldly. It's a whole process. It's a whole work preparing you. And this is not just me. This is happening in the world. But there's, and I try to speak plainly. I don't, because I'm not here to teach. I'm not here to, I'm not the one to open up the scripture. I'm the one to bear witness with what has been done in me, what I have come to see, but only the Spirit can open the scripture. It's the preparing of the heart. See, that's what happened with me. And through my whole journey, my process, of my heart even being hardened, of me losing, struggling with my faith, and just holding on to that little faith, through all the work, through all that I've been through, when the work was done in me. It was only after it was done with me that I saw what it was all about. And now I know the work of salvation. This is where you get the boldness, because you see. And those who have not, and it is so much more, to wrong understanding. This has taken 4 years. And I still am being purged. There's still my own. The wrong understandings were your own, where you don't have the truth in that, you don't understand rightly. Everywhere you don't understand rightly, that's wrong understanding. Then you're only filled with your own perception. And it's only when truth enters that it's purged. And that's the work that's being done. That's what was written. And I am a part of that finished work. What was written has been done in me. That work of salvation, to purge. Now I know what is the work of salvation. And man is, but those who cannot yet see. That's why you might agree with something here or there, but then, I don't speak until I understand, till after, and it has been shown, spirit assurance. And that's how you're purged. That's how you're assured. And many is going to come to know this work. There is those at different levels now, and it is a struggle. But now, because there is some that the work has been done in, now that's help. They don't have to struggle like some of us did. Yes, they have to work. That salvation has to be worked out within them. But there's helpers. There's many things man hasn't understood about the Word. And the sanctification of the Word. And how it was all through a fulfilling of all times, every word would be fully accomplished. My boldness comes from what has been done in me. And that's bringing you back to your first love. That's bringing you back to that purity that you are able to know God, to see God. And that's all I'm going to say right now. Just, I hope something, someone can receive. When I am standing boldly in defense of what I've spoken, I'm standing boldly because I know the word I've spoken is truth. That is why I spoke it. And when you and because of what's done, when someone throws a scripture or speaks contrary to something, it's always questioning. It's always, you can say so many right things and but your mind is looking, their mind is looking for error. That's judgment. That's having eyes of judgment, not mercy. Why don't you try letting the good word enter in? Because that's how the purging begins. That's how salvation is fully accomplished within you. There's nothing about myself. I don't speak for myself. And this is my way. I wanted to show this. Each of us who's had the work, the brethren here, and they're little by little, I know what the work's been done in me for. And it wasn't for myself, because I am a vessel today. I am here through what's been done in me. I have been helped that I can help others. But this is my way. This is the way that this vessel right here can perform, can show forth what's been done. However, others, because we can only do it by what? Like, we have had one spirit work, but we're all different vessels, and so we all are at different levels. There's some things that might still be in my own perception that isn't in Lively's or isn't in, anyone's, and Phil, and Anna, and so that's why we should not speak until we have assurance. On the things where I'm not assured of, I don't speak. Because that's why I'm not going to go off on this. It is a mighty work. And the work from the beginning was salvation. And all man look for is judgment and damnation. And that is salvation, for that to be purged from you. You're blind through what your perception and what man has done and the world has put into. You're blind to the truth of God. You're blind to salvation because everything that the world has taught you. So I'm going to continue to boldly speak, because that's what my life is for. And I'm not speaking to defend myself. I don't care. I don't care anything you say of me. That's the humbling. When you know you're coming with a good word, and this vessel, and then those out there cast stones and speak evil of the vessels that are only speaking good, because they don't see the one speaking. They don't see my words are not mine. They're formed through me, through my experience and my word, this work that's done in me. I love you all. That's all I say for now. Many blessings. I guess I could add, I kind of got cut off there a minute, but where there is doubt, blindness, ignorance to what you haven't yet seen, haven't yet understood, to what you don't know, there is where the questioning and the strife, when every good word, but I'm gonna speak of this, you know, in another video. But where there is knowing and understanding, and there is assurance, there is boldness of speech. I waited 44 years, well basically 42, because I began a little by little, but I am only just now truly beginning. When I heard wrong spoken before, even through my life, when I heard the contradiction of the God that was of my heart that I knew, I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't defend the word, you know. But now I've been made able to defend, because I know, because the worst enemy, it's nothing in myself. The man who is full and they go and search, I did the same thing. And this is how it was all done and shown to me. Through what I done, through my error, through what I was full of. That's how I became made able to see. Just as when the blind man had the muck, the mud, put over his eyes. He became blind with the earth, the world. And then he was washed, and then he came seeing. That's the story of salvation, all through the scripture. But man, because they still have the world, they still have the muck in their eyes, it's when that muck begins to be washed, then you're able to see and know, and then you also will speak boldly in defense of the truth, not your own self, because you know it was nothing of yourself. And I do love you all. Many blessings to you.